Hello, children. A problem is a chance for you to do your best. Hope you are at home and doing your best. Welcome back, children. Let us continue with our social science chapter number 1, Arrival of European in India, part 2. But, children, before we start part 2, let us recapitulate part 1. So, in previous class, do you remember what we saw? Correct. We saw about India, and India was the leading country in the world. India was distinct. Culture and prosperity were its positive point, due to which a lot of countries were eager to do trade in India and earn wealth out of it. Arab merchants were also doing trade in India. They were doing trade through land route, and due to certain situation, the whole land route stopped, and the demand for the Indian product in their market started rising. Looking at this situation, other European and other countries wanted to come to India, do the trade in India and earn wealth out of it. And so a lot of adventurous sailors, they took charge and started finding the best sea route to India. So now let us continue with our part 2. Let us see few explorers who came to India. Let us start with the first one, that is Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus was an Italian explorer. He was also considered as one of the brave sailor. Why he was considered as a brave sailor? Because he ventured out to discover the sea route to India. Ventured means go somewhere new and dangerous when you are not sure what will happen, and due to which he was also considered as one of the brave sailor. He also thought that one person can go to east via west. He started up his journey and accidentally he reached out to a place, and that place was America. And throughout his life he was under the misconception that he discovered India. But in reality, did he discover the sea route to India? No. He discovered the sea route to America. And due to which the natives, what do you mean by natives? A person who was born in a particular place. So, the natives of America are also known as Red Indians. And the island group in the Caribbean are also known as West Indies. Now let us know about one more explorer, that was Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama was native of Portugal. As we know, the meaning of native is a person who was born in a particular place, right? So he was a native of Portugal. He discovered the sea route to India. How did he reach out India? We will know with the help of a map. As you can see in this map, here is Portugal. So he encircled the Cape of Good Hope, South Africa. Then he crossed the Indian Ocean and finally reached out India. But where exactly in India? At the port of Calicut. When he reached out port of Calicut, there was a king who was ruling that place. Zamorin was the king. So on 22nd May 1498, he reached out at that place and he was seeking permission for trade. Now if I give you a small example, students, if you want to go from one country to another country, you definitely need permission, correct? So same way, he was also seeking out permission from Zamorin to do trade in India. After he received permission, after he gave him permission, he established a fort in Calicut in the year 1500 CE, and he made that fort fortified. Now fortified means safety, not exactly safety, but to make a place strong and ready for any attack. He also appointed one of the commander-in-chief. Who was he? Albuquerque. So Albuquerque kept that place safe. They started moving to the northward direction. In their northward direction, they conquered Goa. For the time of 100 years of time span, they took control over Mangalore, Cochin, Goa, Diu, Mumbai and island of Lanka. How did Portuguese rule came to an end? So, in the beginning of 17th century, Portuguese were already extending their trade to Bengal. At that same moment, one of the Mughal Empire was also ruling India from Delhi. And what was the name of the king? Of course, he was Shah Jahan. So Shah Jahan was already ruling India at that moment. So Subedars of Bengal complained to Shah Jahan about the behavior of this Portuguese, and Shah Jahan ordered his men to demolish the fort of Hooghly. What do you mean by demolish? To destroy something or to destroy a building. So he ordered to demolish the fort and burn down the ships. And this is how the Portuguese rule came to an end. Not from throughout the India, there were few exceptional places like Diu, Daman and Goa. I hope you understood the concept which I brought to your notice. Have a nice day. Thank you.